to Cinemavino. It's good to have you guys here with us. We got T-Bud,
Jesus,
Sean Jordan,
Hello.
and my name is Todd Wofford, T-Woff. It's part 3 of our sweaty series, looking at the sweatiest movies ever made. And this one, Dog Day Afternoon, gets progressively sweatier as it goes along. So starts off not sweaty.
That's a real slow burn.
It's a real gradual pit stain that forms.
Real sweater.
Well, it shows a sweltering city at the beginning. My gooch got damp.
As it does.
Just watch
during
this
many
movie?
movies. Yeah.
Yeah. I felt like I was there.
As it's prone to do. We are drinking Dr. Constantine Frank. This is a semi-dry Riesling. Something kind of refreshing. Again, you need something cool watching hot summertime movies,
Hot.
And I mean, I don't know, of these movies like this one and the next one, Time to Kill, I felt humid watching them.
Yeah. Just damp.
Yeah. I felt like I needed a shower after both of these movies. Like
I've got a very empathetic gooch. So it got damp. Also, I've got a gold rim.
You've
You
got
guys, neither one.
Oh,
You guys have a gold rim. Why am I rimmed?
I just decided to rim you.
Okay.
Oh man,
Special occasion.
Sympathy Gooch is a band that I would not go see.
I would go see Sympathy Gooch.
I'm afraid that'd be like a gore thing. You don't want to know what they're going to get.
Yeah, they're going to
with.
spray you with something mid-show.
Not going to be good.
You see Guar the other day they beheaded Elon Musk
Oh, nice.
on stage, and then like blood squirted out of his neck hole.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Who gets the money?
Guar, presumably.
Yeah,
What? I think they would distribute that wealth.
They've earned it.
they have.
Or just they've traded one dragon for another.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a wine from upstate New York. So yeah, unusual. You don't see a lot of those out in this market in Oklahoma. This is one of the very few.
A Riesling from upstate New York?
Upstate New York, yeah. But yeah, good stuff. So it's 11% alcohol, not terribly strong. It's a refreshing. I would say this is an off-dry. It has a little bit of sugar to it.
Do you think it would be a semi-dry?
Yes, according to the bottle, yes.
Wow. You think it would also be a 2023?
Yeah, it's a younger wine.
So do you think that? Do you
What
think
about
that would
it?
also be a 20?
Do you need me to move the label a little
What
closer
about
for you?
Finger Lakes?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Now there's a band I would see. Finger Lakes?
Fart puppets?
Yeah. That makes me think of the movie Groundhog Day, where that's when Bill Murray's watching Jeopardy. That's one of the answers that he knows, like before the question's finished. He turns to like the old lady's like, what are the Finger Lakes? So that's the first thing I think of when I hear that. And then he's like, what is Titicaca?
Ooh.
So anyway, yeah, this coming up on Thanksgiving, this would be a good turkey wine, ham wine.
Turkey wine?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Especially like it's got a little sweetness to it. Put it with ham.
Love a good ham wine.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And if you're doing a ham loaf, you're going crazy and getting a ham loaf, Dr. Constantine Frank is your bottle of vino.
You a ham loaf guy?
A loaf?
I do enjoy a loaf. Yeah, I do enjoy a ham loaf.
You mean spiral cut?
Could be. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you spiral cut the loaf?
I would prefer calling it
wouldn't do
spiral
that,
cut
but-
ham and not ham loaf.
I wouldn't do that, but I wouldn't stop someone else from doing that.
Isn't a ham loaf just spam?
It's like the Batman Begins. I wouldn't stop it, but I'm not going to save it either. Like I'm not going to kill it, but yeah, I don't have to save it either.
Sure.
So.
No, I think spam is its own thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Wildly popular in Hawaii.
I mean, that's the difference between like hamburger and hamburger helper. It's like you're talking about two fundamentally different things.
Right, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I mean, also in that vein, tuna and tuna helper. So something to think about.
Well, don't talk about veins in tuna.
Two great tastes taste great together.
Yeah. Or case taste together.
Case trait together.
Wine is delicious. So we're going to talk about Dog Day Afternoon. This is the second movie in a row that we're doing by Sidney Lumet. So same director.
Oh?
Yeah. He directed 12 Angry Men and he directed this one.
Oh,
So there you go.
convenient.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Two of the sweatiest movies ever made.
Man loves he just the mist person on his staff. Is
The pit stain wrangler, whoever's in charge of
now
pit.
that's a band name.
Do we have the same squirter in 12 Angry Men as in Dog Day Afternoon?
I assume they brought back the same squirter.
Yeah, probably. Can you imagine the difficulty of being a pit stain continuity person, making sure they line up from one scene to the next?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to make sure you have the same shape. And
I think they would have to like hard soak the pits.
Yeah.
They
might even tattoo those on the shirts.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just keep thinking of oh God, I can't think of the actual name, but Jeff Bridges asking like, all right, do you think the dude burned one down in this scene?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, every time, like, all right, do you think I was super sweaty in this scene? You think I was sweatier in this scene than I should be in the scene before?
Yeah.
Should I be sweatier right now?
Should I actually be less sweaty?
Yeah, say,
We're going to need a new shirt.
how swampy am I right now? You know? Or, John Cazale's like Keanu Reeves hairdo. It's like, how sweaty is that?
Should these pants be linen? Or
Seersucker? Yeah.
ooh, seersucker?
Yeah. Something that just breathes.
Welcome news.
But the pit wranglers open up the old warehouse.
So this was released on September 21st, 1975, almost exactly to the day, 50 years ago. So, not bad. So this is the second Sidney Lumet film of 12 Angry Men, and this is the third Sidney Lumet film that we've done in this podcast after the movie Network. So we've done 3 Sidney Lumet movies, probably as many as we've done for any other director.
You have type.
Yeah. Except for maybe, we've done quite a few Tarantino.
I was going to say, we've done Tarantino.
We've done a few Spielberg.
Yeah.
And we've done some Coppola and some Nolan. So at least we're doing the good ones.
Are there any that we're missing? Like any big names that we need to...
I'm trying to think. I mean, I'd have to brainstorm. We haven't done enough Scorsese.
Sure.
We need to go back. We could do some more Scorsese for sure.
Did we do The Irishman?
I believe we did. Back in the day. That was an era.
Yeah. That would have been 2021?
I don't think I was in on that one. Or maybe I wasn't there.
You were very intoxicated during that one.
Was? Okay.
So, you were here, but not. So, yeah. So this grossed $55 million against a $3.5 million budget.
Gracious.
So
Worth everybody.
This was a big hit the year it came out, based on an article in Life magazine called "The Boys in the Bank," which recounts a real life robbery of a Chase Manhattan in New York City by John Wojciech and Salvatore Naturile. Al Pacino is Sonny, who basically is the John character, and John Cazale is Sal, his somewhat dim-witted accomplice.
Fredo.
Yeah.
All I could think of the whole
I
time.
needed a mustache.
Yeah, he's bank robbing Fredo. You know you're in trouble when he asks what country he wants to go to, and
Wyoming?
Fredo says Wyoming, which apparently was improvised by John Cazale. It has to be said that John Cazale was in, I forget, maybe 5 or 6 movies in the 70s. He passed away from a brain tumor in like 78 or 9. Every movie he was in was nominated or won Best Picture.
Yeah, I've heard he was an awesome guy. Like everybody loved that dude.
Yeah,
and I knew him not at all other than Fredo, Godfather.
Yeah, he was in Godfather 1 and 2, both of which won Best Picture. He was in The Deer Hunter, which won Best Picture. He was in this, which was nominated. He was in The Conversation, which was nominated, and there's one more that he was in.
Apparently, he had a hot wife too.
Well, he was dating Meryl Streep when he passed.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
there you go.
It is. Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Wait, so when did this movie was 75? When was Godfather?
71, 72 and 74.
Okay.
So he had quite the run.
Yeah, he just looks very different between those 2 movies.
Yeah, I think he was not in great health, but even by this point, he was not in. I believe it was a brain tumor that got him, but he was so ill by the time they did The Deer Hunter that he was barely able to finish it.
Not a lot of medicine in the 70s for that.
Nope.
Just write it out. See how it goes.
Yeah. So yeah, this is based on a real life robbery. And in the film, as in real life, Al Pacino's character robs the bank in order to pay for a gender reassignment surgery for his lover, played by Chris Sarandon.
Best vampire ever.
Later of Fright Night fame.
1985. One of Sean's favorites.
And then you got...
It's a movie.
And yeah, we've definitely seen every version of it. So there you go.
No, we haven't seen the second Fright Night sequel, and we don't need to.
We watched Fright Night too.
No, there was a sequel to the remake in 2011.
There's a Fright Night 2 of Fright Night 1, which is a remake of Fright Night 1.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So we've seen Fright Night 1. We've seen Fright Night 2. We've seen remake Fright Night 1. We haven't seen remake Fright Night.
We don't need to.
Until they do a multiverse where you get like what's his name? Charlie Brewster from the original teams up with, I guess Anton Yelchin's passed on, so no, we can't do that. I say a multiverse, like teaming up the Spider-Man. But yeah, that I would be down for. So the robbery in this movie goes completely wrong and ends up becoming a siege that lasts several hours. And the cops descend in mass numbers and the media descends in mass numbers. And it basically becomes a circus that ends very bloody.
I have a question. What the fuck was Attica?
So that was Attica was a prison riot that happened some years before that. basically, if I remember right, and somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but it was basically a riot about the conditions in the prison, that the prisoners felt they needed to be treated better.
I think that's right.
And so that was like the rallying cry of anybody who feels that they're being
mistreated as a people.
Yeah.
And there was a third bank robber that dipped out right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And he was
bitched out right.
He was in Jaws 2.
Interesting.
I saw him. I was like, that dude was in Dazed and Confused. I was like, hold on, that timeline doesn't work out. What movie do I know him from? Jaws 2.
Yeah.
If we were to rob a bank, which of the three of us do you think would run?
I
can't run.
I think we'd all be fleeing pretty quickly, but
it's Todd. You bitch.
I feel like I'd be trying to escape to Wyoming. I think that'd be my.
Yeah.
I'd be in the bus to Wyoming.
It's fair.
Yeah. So yeah, the cops cut the AC, and it gets sweltering hot in the bank. Everybody gets increasingly sweaty.
Classic negotiation tactic.
Mm-hmm.
The heat.
Yep.
Turn off the power.
Yep.
Come out.
And then the robbers become friendlier with the hostages. Mainly, it looks like a
Nightingale. What is that?
Florence Nightingale syndrome. Yeah. And
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, you're right.
That's it.
Nightingale. What is Florence Nightingale? It's like where the nurse
fall in love with the patient.
Yeah,
they're taking care of them.
Something like that. But basically, the captors and the hostages kind of bond with each other. Most of the hostages are either secretaries or bank tellers. There is like a bank president or manager or whatever who is involved in it, and at one point a security guard. So
they kept showing the bank manager with his hand in his pocket, and then they cut to it at one point. And I kept thinking they were going to reveal that he had been like clicking something or some,
some like security beacon of some kind.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, I don't think they had that technology.
They never showed how they got called in, did they?
No, they never revealed.
Okay. What about in the real?
In reality, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't think it ever escalated that. I know that
somebody didn't do their research. And that, if somebody was me. If I had these questions, maybe I should have looked it up.
Let's blame Todd.
This film has a surprising amount of like satire and comedy, a lot of social commentary in it.
Yeah, I thought that this was not at all the movie that I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be like, knowing the Godfather and Pacino and stuff. I thought it was going to be
a running and gunning kind of.
Yeah, and a big commentary on stuff and like, dead hostages and craziness. It wasn't that at all. The first half was like a comedy of errors.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a comedy? I looked up, it said crime thriller. I was like, I'm not feeling it.
Not feeling crime thriller vibes at all.
No.
Yeah. And it's really not. It's more kind of a character study in that environment of the hostages and the robbers and how they interact with each other and how the robbers interact with the cops. And basically, like, it's a study of their behavior and human nature in that situation. You
know what I realized at the end of it? I was kind of underwhelmed. I was like, okay, this is how it ends. He just sees, spoiler alert, Fredo gets shot in the head again.
Yeah.
And then just wheeled out and was like, all right, well, I'm hosed.
Typecast.
Just recently, I watched Warfare on HBO. It just came out. Do you guys have any desire to watch that at all?
Warfare.
No. It's, it basically was kind of the same thing. Based on a true story. Didn't exactly have a character arc, or it was just kind of like, these are things that happen. And I'm like, why does this movie exist?
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't have an ending that I could ascertain. But then, not to give anything away, but I can see why they made it, but it just didn't translate super well to a movie, I guess.
So you weren't overwhelmed?
Yes.
What would you score it?
Dog Day? It was overhyped for me. I want to say 6.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd heard about this movie.
If you're looking for that, if you're looking for like the thriller, the violent,
Also, I wasn't in the mood for it, and I was like, this is too long.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I think you have to be in the right mood for it. It's a great performance by the actors. It's a great script. It does a good job of like doing all the right like movie things of like showing and not telling, and it kind of like unfolds over the course of the movie about what motivations are and who the characters are and like where they come from. You get like a little bit of Sonny's background of like, oh, he worked in a bank, but, you know, he kind of has insights into what the comings and goings are. And, oh, well, okay, now this is why he's trying to rob money. This is what he wants the money for. I think they do a good job in telling the story that way. Pacino is incredible, right?
Yeah.
Just
This is peak Pacino.
absolutely peak Pacino.
Yeah.
But the pacing of the movie was very long and slow. I was kind of bored with it. And yeah, maybe if I was in a different mood, it would have been better. But
Yeah.
Lance Henriksen.
That's the cop, yeah.
Who was the sheriff?
Like the main cop.
Yeah.
His name is Charles Durning. He was the character actor of that.
I always love that dude.
I'm surprised he's not in 12 Angry Men. He could have popped up in that movie as well for it, because he's another one of those guys. You see him from that time period. You've seen him in 10 or 15 other movies.
Am I the only one that, like, going back and watching movies from the 70s, it's surprising how feckless the police are? Like, how, like, not overwhelming force the police are?
Yeah.
Like, the political environment aside, like, police force has just become so much more, like, expectation is a lot higher for, okay, they're going to come down. They're going to really...
Mm-hmm.
But this police force was just kind of like, well, what do you want, some pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to hang out in this barber shop and you call us when you're ready.
Yeah.
Everyone was real chill about this heist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see them go in, and then all of a sudden Al Pacino comes out and he's starting to talk to the crowd, and the crowd's starting to hype him up, and he was like, power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were at the lowest of the low. So it was interesting to see them all have like a little celebrity moment. Like the one,
The teller
was like, I'm going back in there. Those are my girls. I'm going to, and she goes, oh my God, I got interviewed.
Yeah.
Got interviewed.
And then
The pizza guy even says something about being like famous or whatever.
Yeah.
He delivers his pizza.
Yeah, dude, I'm a star.
Yeah.
I'm a star.
Yeah. It was weirdly predictive in that. I mean, think about 1975 where there's 3 channels or whatever TV.
Yeah.
You know, it was predictive of like that sort of instant, you know, junk food celebrity.
Yeah, that's where the commentary is, you know, we're looking at crime is breaking out. Everyone's just into it and just watching, and everyone, as soon as like an agenda unfolds, like you get more and more people sort of adding to the crowd with like signs to protest.
Yeah.
People are like, okay, we're going to come support this guy, and we know what he's about. And
yeah, the crowd becomes a character in themselves. In the story.
I loved the news crew like dangling a microphone down off the second story so they could get an interview with him.
Mm-hmm.
that would have been interesting if they had actually used, if they had the footage of the time of them talking about like the end. Of, like, oh, well, one, hostage taker robber was shot, whatever, and that's the end. No, film at 11, and then boom, credits or something like that.
Yeah, as with Network, you know, when at the end of Network, whenever Howard Beale, the reporter, is shot, I mean, it cuts to all the different anchors reporting on it, and then they, you know, now to a commercial.
Yeah.
But then, you know, they show in the control room the B-roll of Howard Beale laying on the ground in a pool of blood. You know, it's like that sort of commentary on that. It's a very visual show, not tell moment of like explaining like the future of pop culture, you know, that sort of instant gratification of 24-hour news.
Yeah, the virality of it.
Yeah.
How rough is it that he got broken up with by his second wife in front of all those cops? They were all like, give him some time, give him some room, but let's listen.
Yeah.
And then, Chris Sarandon.
Are they on the bitch? Are they listening to our conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Why would they do that?
No.
Yeah. Chris Sarandon, trying to pay for your sex change operation, even leaving you money after you broke up with him. It's fickle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not doing right.
Not great.
Also, Atlantic City, 10 days.
Yeah.
Slut.
That's all I'm saying. I'd give this a 6. Did I say that already?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd land around a 6.
So you guys never seen it before, I'm guessing.
I'd never seen it before.
It's interesting. And so I enjoy it maybe more than you guys. I don't know. I must have, because it's like the beats about like, you know, pop culture and like how this stuff like this tends to become a circus, and the media runs with the narrative and can poison the well. It's like that is obviously still in current events so, you know, relevant.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 10 times more relevant now than it was then.
Well, now that the internet's around, things become a circus.
And social media.
Way faster.
Yeah.
You don't have to be watching or listening to the news. Like, you get an alert on your phone.
Yeah.
Way more dumb people are saying things out loud
in
text.
Ugh.
And repeatedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get even more instant celebrities who emerge from that, who put themselves into the story and then become part of the narrative and become celebrities in their own right.
Let's find out what the Hawk Tuah girl says about this.
Yeah.
Haley Welch?
Yeah.
You get her name out of your mouth. I love her.
Yes, literally spit her name out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Spit on that thing.
So,
can we get her as a guest?
Yeah.
Gotta hope.
She's not doing anything.
Yeah. I'd give this an 8.5. I'd say this is I enjoy Sidney Lumet. I enjoy, this was during his kind of social commentary of this movie network kind of making commentary on society. And then he did a movie after this called The Verdict with Paul Newman, which has some interesting commentary on the legal profession and, justice, which again is still relevant. So he had a good run there doing movies that have endured and their relevance. So that's one thing I look at is how a movie holds up is like, does the message hold up today?
Yeah, the message 100% holds up. I think if this movie, it should not get a remake, but if this movie were made today, it would be about the internet and the viral nature of
TikTok and Reddit. And
it would be like a live stream of a crime, and like someone getting tons of followers while they're running from the cops or something.
And, the hostages doing TikToks together in the bank.
Yeah.
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 Kind of, again, just a different kind of circus,
Yeah. But like I said, nowadays, like the police response would be aggressive, much more aggressive, much more powerful.
If I get 1 million likes, I take out a hostage. Actually, that'd be fucked up.
1 million likes, I let a hostage go.
Yeah. And you never, I mean, that could be a real thing. I mean, that feels like very real in today's society.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I give it an 8.5. I've seen it several times before. I enjoy it. We watched it in college in a class I took called Crime Through Film, and that was a great class. But I enjoyed it then. Again, it was relevant then, and it just has continued to be. I love Al Pacino's performance.
Oh, incredible performance by Pacino.
The conversation that he has with Chris Sarandon on the phone, because for him in filming, that's a one-sided deal. But he does such a great job of, the conveying like that sort of, I don't know, pitiful desperation, like you say, of that guy who's been mistreated and is just too down on himself to really put that together, how badly he's been treated.
I was thinking that, he just got that call, got broken up with, and he's sitting there and feels defeated and something else happened. And like that doctor was waiting for him. I thought the doctor was waiting to tell him that the diabetic guy had died.
Yeah.
And he was just the hits just keep on coming. And he'd be like, oh my God, somebody died on us or something. And, that was going to escalate. We're like, well, now somebody's died under your watch and I thought it was going to keep layering.
If you're the manager of the bank and the guy who has a gun on you is like, hey, help me move this desk. Are you like, yo, gotta move that check scanning machine. Gotta let me move this up. Okay, here we go.
Bam. Yeah. So if you guys are what, 6.5?
6.5.
6.
Yeah. Well, how does it rank on the sweaty scale, 1 to 10?
Ooh, it's
I think this
A Time to Kill is coming up.
A Time to Kill
is a 9.
A Time to Kill is a 10.
Yeah.
This, I think I rank this below
12 Angry Men.
12 Angry Men.
Yeah.
I would put this less sweaty than 12 Angry Men.
Yeah. So maybe 8 for sweaty.
Maybe a 7.5 on the sweat scale.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's strong.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we had ranked sweatiness.
Yeah.
Or I don't remember if we had.
Speed was underwhelming in its sweat. But 12 Angry Men was strong.
Yeah, Speed, I'd put it like a 5.
Yeah.
It's an average sweaty movie.
Again, you go and watch Time to Kill, and then your whole perspective on
A Time to Kill just has like, like the misting, like, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Warriors was pretty sweaty, though.
It was.
Yeah, Warriors was.
I remember the film that you had suggested that we watched that I also really liked, and it was Point Break. Point Break and Warriors,
Did I suggest Point Break?
Maybe.
You thought it was Exorcist that I was talking about? And I was like, that was good too. But I think it was Point Break.
Oh, Point Break's a great movie.
Yeah.
Also sweaty?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decently sweaty.
Yeah.
And salty.
Keanu sweaty. Yeah.
But yeah, there's been another episode of Cinemavino. We thank you guys so much for joining us. We got T-Bud, Shoujo,
Yo.
T-Waff.
Get sweaty.
Dr. Constantine Frank, semi-dry Riesling from New York State. Check it out.
Finger Lakes?
Yeah, Finger Lakes.
Finger looking good.
$20. So if you're looking for something to keep you cool or something refreshing,
Not a bad little Riesling.
good food wine. So
Finish that.
Oh, yes, sir.
Great movies, only drunker. We will see you guys next time.